So we're here in Schenectady, guys, and looking at surrounded by just beautiful architecture. It looks like these two homes share walls. This home has an American flag showing the pride. Another wall being shared between this American flag home and that brownstone looking home. And there's a church over there, old church. A few other homes with shared walls here, all of them very neat and clean and tidy, as well as some historical record here that tells us a story about a ride of Simon Schermerhorn. What a name, Mr. Schermerhorn, on the night of February 8th, 1690. He was wounded, but despite his wounding, he rode 20 miles to Albany to warn the settlers. So there's a story about Schenectady and warning the settlers that probably lives very richly in the minds of all the Schenectadians, if that's what they call themselves. And so here we have something kind of interesting, is that when you walk down this road, which I did earlier today just to get a feel for the place, you kind of start to see that these homes are not completely lined up with one another. So if I turn around, you can see there's a slight bend, a slight angle. So every house is a bit tilted, flared or flayed, and there's definitely a reason for that. And the reason for that, I don't know. I'll have to get some local knowledge, but pretty interesting when you kind of pick up on those little details when traveling, of things that don't look like normal and regular, where they look more unique and distinct, like this home right here. Very probably gothic, bit of a gray, everything's gray, tiny little pumpkin there, and then there's a little pink building right next to it. But across the street here, look at this. This is just obviously stacked in history, and we know that, well, because of the uniqueness just of everything we're looking at, but also because of these shutters, I guess you call them, on the sides of the windows, that they're a bit tilted, right? And that's usually a sign that there's some history. And so we'll read House of Captain Schuyler, the first commandant of Queen Anne's Fort, 1703 to 1706. And then a few other references to dates: Christopher Yates, 1748 to 1785, and then 1852, John W. Teller. So there you go. Historical area with history of the people who lived here, essentially. So next to that pink is this looks like a split home now. It's probably one home at one point, and again, American flag, American pride. Then in the middle, I'm going to show you something. So this is just a circle here, right? And in the middle there's an Indian, and it references Queen's new fort demolished during the Revolutionary War. This memorial statue erected 1887. So there you go. It's an Indian with some feathers on top, the bow, it's a rusted bow now, and then an arrow, and then really interesting architecture. I mean, look at that blue. I'll just kind of like zoom in on that blue, and it's got a purple door. So kind of, if you like color, if you like pastels, if you like bright things, here you have it, with interesting door too. I mean, look at this. This is 1803, and look at even the windows up there. It's got kind of this like squiggle design, so pretty interesting. Here's the circle. There's a place called Arthur's something or other right in front there, and they have good coffee, and it's a good place just to hang out. But this is kind of the centerpiece of the historical area right here. And if you go down here, which we'll do just for a second, and then I think I'll kill the video, you get even more funky architecture. Looks like a Mansford roof, which is French on top, and then this unique looking door. And then some more kind of Americana with like clapboard, as well as the American flag. Lots of American flags here. Americana, right? And then here, this is kind of more upstate New York. It's like, I think it's fieldstone, some type of like dark red stone with that curvature. And multicolored home. And you can see just how very varied the architecture is here. It's really all over the place. And very interesting as well. Right here we have kind of more like a farm. Move in on it. A farm looking building here. And this looks, I think, a bit German perhaps. Flat faced front, 4 windows, 1 door, 1740. And the last one we'll go to kind of a beat up looking home that still feels a bit hippie. It's got a purple door, green frontage. So there you go. I mean, that's a feel of the historic area of Schenectady. Really nice, charming, no doubt. And if you take just a quick left-hand turn off of it, you'll not only come across these little more bungalow style homes, which seem to be well kept and pretty old. Look at this, it's bricks. But you'll come across not only these beautiful homes, but you'll come across the river. So here, look, shared walls, those things on the sides of the windows arched, which means it's old. And then you'll come across the river. And so this river, it's just nice because, you know, you're surrounded by just urbanness, for lack of better terms. But then you come across the river. Now I'm gonna run. And there's a cat in the window. Let's see if we can see it. Meow. Interesting door here. Okay, and now the river, which is beautiful. I mean, look at this park-like setting. It is a park, so it should be, but nice grass. Looks like the river divides itself over there. It's getting into winter. We're not there yet. So the leaves are hanging on for dear life. Haven't fallen, but they're ready to. And then, so yeah, we've got a split river. Sun's out, beaming down. Beautiful. You can hear the highway a little bit. And then over here, train tracks and another highway down there. But really a calm, relaxing spot to come after you just tour this little like historic area and enjoy. And there you go. That is Schenectady historic area in a very tight nutshell.